Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing a video on Rainbow Six Siege, and the main focus of this video is to try and help people who are new to the game achieve a higher rank or just improve their overall playstyle. I'm going to be covering a numerous amount of topics, such as what not to do and what to do in certain scenarios, how to improve your overall game sense, and how to basically get better at the game in a sense. So the reason why I'm doing this is because Rank 2.0 went against what it originally stated, and I've noticed a large influx of new players and how they're complaining about the ranking system, which is funny because Rank 2.0 was meant to get rid of these complaints, but Ubisoft, they've made Rank 2.0 basically the same as the old ranking system, where you have to literally be a no-life basement sweat to hit champ, aka me, because, you know, I'm already champ. Ignore that it says Diamond 2 in the corner, but I'm a champion gunner. Anyways though, Rank 2.0 was made because the people who actually have jobs and contribute to society were complaining that when they were playing Siege, it was harder for them to achieve a higher rank. These people were anywhere from copper to, we'll say, low diamond. All the champs that I've run into, they're currently unemployed, stating anything, but there's a trend. There is a trend in the Siege community. Go out there and get a job. I'm talking to you, all you top champs, leaderboard people right now. Go contribute to society. Get out of that basement. Get out of your room. Go have a social life. Alright, that's coming from me. So hopefully it means something. But anyways, beginning the video though, I'm going to be showing you guys a bunch of tips. And I kind of wish I had this video when I was starting out. So I'm basically making that for so anyone who actually wants to improve in this game, who likes this game and they want to get better, this video is for you. So tip number one, most importantly, you want to make sure you have a sensitivity that matters for you. I'm talking about your horizontal, your vertical, your ADS, you know, what's going to make you play better. Everyone has their own custom horizontal and vertical sensitivity with ADS as well. Don't try to copy someone else's, because Ubisoft or Siege in itself has made that for everyone has their own unique sensitivity. You need to find one. This shouldn't take you too long. There's videos on it, but I will also basically do a brief summary. You need to play T-Hunt, play shooting range with your operators that you main, and keep changing your sensitivity till you feel like you can control the recoil and confidently push people or confidently win gunfights that you would not normally win. I'm talking about like head angles, when people like head glitch behind reinforced walls, or when they quick peek, stuff like that. You want to have good recoil to counter that, because that is a prominent thing in high ranks. I can tell you confidently, me being a diamond / champion, all my ranked matches there's at least one person head glitching. But yeah, going back to it, your sensitivity, make sure you feel confident in your sensitivity. It should take a while to get used to. I'd say it shouldn't take you more than at least a week. That's at most, that's the longest. The quickest, maybe an hour or two. Just play a couple of casuals or some T-Hunts till you feel confident in having a good sensitivity. This is going to be the best tip that I can recommend you without personally knowing your play style. Tip number two is, you know, using common sense. Be aware of your surroundings. I've seen a lot of silvers to coppers and casual that I play with, some of you guys as well. I'm not pointing any fingers, I do this as well, but they don't drone, they don't look around at the ground. I've seen a lot of people die or get down to frost mats and cap cans.
Droning is for shitters!
Eliminated all friendly.
When they could have easily been droned out. You have 2 drones, don't waste them, use them. Maybe use one drone or communicate with your team to drone out the site, and then use your other drone to look for traps, especially if they have trap operators. Because getting injured by a trap, you know that you're letting your team know that you failed. It's a 4v5 now if you die to any of these traps, or if you get down in a frost mat. Not only does that give the enemy team intel, it also puts the round winning in their favor. To counter that, you need to drone. Tip number 3. This is more of a rat tip. You can use mute or any other operator to counter blitz, or like any flashing gadgets, like maybe run a mute and a Jaeger combo to counter a blitz. So that gets rid of the flashbangs. And when Blitz tries to push you, as you can see in this video, he can't use this thing because it's muted. When Blitz tries to push you, he can't use the shield because it's muted from the jammer. And if you have like a mute playing in any of these corners, this stops the shield push. Because all you gotta do is just punch him, press RT once or right click once. I think that's the keybind on mouse and keyboard, I'm not too sure. I'm not MNK, I'm a controller player. But yeah, that gets rid of the blitz, and then boom, you've won that encounter. If you don't use this strategy, here's what that might look like on your team. Tip number 4, know what you're getting into. Basically, when you play Siege, you can play it casually, but when it comes to rank, there are some people who treat it like it's real life. I'm kind of guilty of this sometimes, but there are people who will sweat on the game like they're plugged into like an electric chair or something, and as soon as they lose a match, that switch is going to get flipped and they will be publicly executed. To counter these people, you want to play safe, you want to play passive. Don't be over aggro, don't go throwing your body, especially if it's like a 5v1, I see this a lot. The entire enemy team will run out, or your entire team will run out, and they're all gonna get killed because it's some dude in the back hiding behind something. He's just sniping everyone. They're like, "Oh, where'd he go? Wow, I need to kill him. I need to get my TikTok or my YouTube short clip." And then before you know it, it's a 1v1 or you lost the round. You don't want to do this. As soon as you have a life advantage, or like it's a 5v something of a lower number, you want to just play passive or play back. Especially if it's later into the round, that's almost a guaranteed win for that round. Tip number 5 is to find operators that you feel comfortable maining. You want to have at least 2 attacking and 2 defending operators. That's in case someone picks your main, they don't get into a heated argument. I've seen a couple of Ashe mains, I won't point fingers here, but Ashe mains, you guys are pretty toxic. I'll play Ashe, I'm trying to get like a clip or something, and I'll get instantly DK'd, and the dude's like, "Don't take my main. Ashe is my waifu, Ashe is my girl. I have a body pillow of her, you don't. Stay off of her." People like that. Take a second to reevaluate yourself if you're like this, please, on behalf of everyone. But yeah, you want to have 2 mains and, or 2 mains for defending, 2 mains for attacking. 1 fragging and 1 support. So maybe like a Rook and a Bandit, something like that for defense, or a, like Warden or Jaeger, So if you're not fragging, you can always just play support. That's another thing as well. If you're like a top fragger most of the time and you're having an off game, do not be afraid to play support. Your team needs you, and if you keep playing fragging operators like Vigil or Warden, that brings nothing to the team after you die, you are letting your team down. Do not be like that. And then for attacking, once again, 1 support and 1 fragging operator. Maybe a Thatcher and an Ashe, something like that. If Thatcher's banned, play Osa, or a Finka and a Thermite, Ones that have similar recoil patterns as well will help, so that way it's not such a weird jump in how you have to aim or what you have to control. Some guns that share the same recoil are Finka's Spear and Thermite's AR. Thermite's AR does not have as much of a kick as Finka's Spear, but they have a similar recoil pattern. So you just want to try this out, and like shooting range and stuff like that, try to find an operator or more that feel comfortable playing with the settings or with the tips I said before, with your horizontal and vertical, and then eventually you're going to see yourself improving in matches. And my final tip is to have confidence as a player. You're going to have bad games, you're going to have good games. Learn from the bad games, do not let them negatively affect you. If your team plays bad, do not take it out on your team. You don't want to be selfish in Siege. If you're selfish, there's no room for improvement. I'm very guilty of this when I first started playing. Every time I lose, I would take it out on my teammates. I was very toxic. Once you start learning, though, that you as a player can, you have that opportunity to either make it a win or a loss, it's very empowering. Not to sound like I'm making like some sort of superhero speech or anything here, but when you're playing, it is good to have self-confidence. And just like that, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully any new players out there who are just checking into this channel, I would consider subscribing and liking. That's up to you though. I'm going to be trying to help out as much as I can for the Siege community, because I feel as if Ubisoft has let down its own community when it comes to Rainbow Six Siege, with how they have negatively affected Rank 2.0. Now it's basically, in the same sense, gone back to the original rank system, which really no one liked unless you had no social life. But yeah. Alright, thank you guys for watching, if you got this far, and you guys have a good rest of your day or night.